Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City career mode. If you didn't see last episode, there was a little announcement at the beginning of it that I'm changing the way I record these videos. It's more for my benefit than for you guys, but if you want to go back and check that and see that, then you're more than welcome to. You can also see us playing Nottingham Forest, and I won't spoil the result until about just now when I'm going to go to the season bit. So get on that video quickly because last episode we beat Nottingham Forest 2-1 at home. It was a very close game, and arguably, I don't think we deserved to win it, but we got a penalty in the last second with Carbonero, which was a stonewall penalty, I'm not even going to lie, but holy shit, we got lucky by winning it, though. And in the end, it was a penalty that won us the game. I should probably mention that as well, and put us above Nottingham Forest in the table. You can see the table here. We've got a game in hand, as of a couple of other teams. Norwich don't though, which is interesting, so maybe we're a bit behind. I don't know what's gone on there. But we might have to play catch up for a bit. But as you can see, Fulham are pretty much running away with the league now on 92 points. But one thing I can take, I've just noticed this. One thing I can take in the full in this good. This is a good thing. Is the one loss for Fulham was at the hands of Bradford City. The other game we played against Fulham was a draw, so that we can take credit for one of the draws as well. 28 wins, and they haven't come against us. So neither of them, oh, none of those wins have come against us, which is one little pride thing we could take. Stoke did beat us, but we beat them back. Brentford, I believe, we drew against. We've got a game at the start of April against them. I went and looked ahead in the calendar when it was off screen, and just to see what I had. And yeah, Brentford will start off April. So I'm going to have to play maybe a weekend team for the Sheffield Wednesday game at the end of the month. Or Sheffield Wednesday? They're down in 19th, so possibly we do that. But today we've got a massive game again, once again, against Norwich. Every game is a massive game. But when I mean massive game, I mean massive game. That doesn't explain anything. But what I mean by that is a team that is in like maybe top 7 or 8, a playoff game sort of thing, promotion rivals kind of game. I include that as a massive game. Big games, I suppose, would be any other game. But massive games are against playoff rivals because we need big wins from each game now. We can't let anything slip here. I got Carbonero on the news story here, and you can see him shooting from the spot, and he did score that spot kick. Carbonero snatched the win against Nottingham Forest with his dramatic late goal, put Bradford City 2-1 up. We've got a head injury for one day. I don't think I've ever seen that on this game. That's interesting. We're hoping to outplay Norwich because we lost to them last time, apparently. I want to go back and see that, actually, because I don't remember. It must have been like a 2-1 loss or something, because I don't remember losing to Norwich. It must have been way back, if I can't remember. So we'll see. Unless I haven't seen them yet. Yeah, yeah, it was way back. I don't even remember that. It was a 2-1 loss, though. But I don't even remember that. It must have been forever and ever and ever ago. So we need to obviously right the wrongs of the last game and also get a big win here. I could bring... Well, I'm going to bring Hlošek back in here, but I don't want to bring Banks off. He was so important to the last game. I could put Hlošek in centre mid. It's different. I want to have Hlošek in his preferred position because he'll play better there in one of his preferred positions anyway. But Banks is playing really well. Banks can play left mid, but I don't think Carbonero can play anything. I'll put Banks in the middle. I want to have him on the pitch. I need to have him at this point. He's progressing really well. His pace might still be a little bit of a problem, but we can work on that. He is progressing really well. Those skill attributes are getting very good. The passing is decent. The finishing's pretty good. The dribbling's getting there as well with 80. Actually, dribbling's one of his best stats. There's some little bits that need a bit of work, but we can work on them. Mental and physical comparison, it's not the greatest yet, but we're going to keep working on that in training. He's 74, 16 years of age, I might add. 74 raid. I'm gonna have to put him in somewhere, and centre mid seems to be the only spot that I can really, because we've got so much quality. I want to keep Greenwood on as well. That's the thing. We'll go with that. We'll roll with it and see how it goes. But I want to keep Banks on the pitch. But I also want to have Hlošek, Greenwood, and Haaland on. So it's kind of an issue. I also want to keep Carbonero on. It's difficult. It's difficult trying to decide who goes where, but we're just going to go into it because I've spent a lot of time talking like I did at the start of last episode as well. I didn't realize we're 5 minutes in. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to Good to the game now. I think we covered everything we need to cover. Let's give you our squad for this game. We've got Rossi in goal, Kakachi and Sterling as the fullbacks. Kakachi, of course, is the captain. He'll be away for our next game, so it's an interesting one. We've got Hennessy and Taribo as centre-backs, Carbonero and Hlošek as the wide midfielders, Van Dam and Banks in the centre midfield spots. Banks will also be away on international duty for the United States, so that'll make my selection process for the next game a little bit easier against Sunderland. Then up front we've got Greenwood and Haaland, and I like the Greenwood and Haaland combo, which is kind of why I want to keep it there, but I don't know how it's going to progress from this season onwards. I don't know. We'll cross the bridges when we come to it. We're just going to get into the game and hopefully get 3 points here at the Valley Parade. We got a very good win. Well, not a very good win, I would say. We scraped a win, I guess, against Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure what we're going to call the episode, but it'll already be up after or before this episode comes out, so you'll know that I've thought of a name. Are you? Haaland. Haaland. How on the fucking earth have you hit the? I can't believe this.
Well, being the leading marksman
Whatever.
in the league, he's the man
That is
everyone's
another
talking
obstacle we're
about
going to have
as
to
he
try and
warms
overcome.
up.
His
Can
name
he
is
score
Timo
again
Pukki.
today? We're about to find out.
You know him well if you're a Norwich fan. He's got 25 goals so far this season. He's going to be hard to stop, but we're going to have to try and do it. I'm pretty sure he scored against us last meeting as well. And by when I say I'm pretty sure he scored against us, I'm really saying he's got a good goal scoring record, so there's a good chance he did. You can always troll back through the episodes, back to the last Norwich one. I couldn't tell you what number it is, so I couldn't tell you what number we're on now, but I think we're nearing 150, which is a big milestone. And once we get to 200, it'll be another special episode.
You could make a strong case for this man. Lee, what are you anticipating?
Anyway, Haaland, I think he said, has 6 goals in the last 3 matches then. That is an exemplary record.
His presence in the tunnel is fearful enough.
Especially considering he had 4 in the last 3 matches after last game. Oh no, he had a hat-trick in the game before. I'm trying to remember. My brain is not on. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's crazy how I've not got Rossi as number 1, despite the fact that he is number 1. Grabaro is kind of just there in case Rossi gets injured, if I'm being honest. I've given him a couple of chances, a couple of runs out, but more or less, he's just there in case Rossi gets injured. And as much as I do want to keep Rossi in the goal, he does make a lot of mistakes. I think we're going to have to upgrade goalkeeper-wise if we do somehow make it to the Premier League. Oh boy, they're putting out a strong squad. And they've got a good bench as well. This might be a difficult one. We may not actually win this one, if I'm being honest. They've got Krul in goal, they've got Zimmerman, they've got Byram. And worst of all, they've got Timo Pukki. Pukki still at Norwich.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
I'm really hoping we can somehow keep him quiet. I don't know how we're going to do it. Just give me another 6-0, really. 2 episodes ago, we got a 6-0 against Leeds. Just give me another one, really. That'll be the best result I can ask for here. Worst result is a loss, obviously. Best result is a win. I suppose by any margin, although I'd love to get a good goal difference going. Hlošek already loses possession. Maybe I should have kept Hlošek in striker, I'm not sure. It's a bad pass and Van Dam picks up the loose ball. Hlošek, he's going to get out of strength here. I can't pass it to him. I have to give it all the way back to my centre-back. Can I get it through to Carbonero? I actually made it, to be fair. Turning back into Greenwood. Haaland. Just take the shot, lad. Greenwood's getting wrestled. It's a bit of a scrap. Is it a goal? Oh, it's offside. After all that, I'm being held back about 6 times there. And then the ref finally stops play, but it's for offside. Look how much Greenwood is being held. Well, I guess I kind of ran into him a bit. And yeah, Haaland was offside. Fair enough, but I'm getting held back quite a lot there, and I don't know what the ref intends to do about that. We've had a goal disallowed so far in the first 5 minutes. Not a bad start. We've actually got a goal. We know we can beat Krul in Norwich net. Oh, Van Dam's getting held off, and Krul's clearing it. It wasn't Van Dam, was it? It was Banks, I'm pretty sure. One of the youth guys. I just when I'm panicking, I'll get the player names wrong, whoever they are. I'm panicking. I just want to get the goal. Krul's cleared it out for a corner though, and this could be our chance. Greenwood, the target, falls fucking over, and he might be injured. Please don't tell me Greenwood's injured.
Todibo.
He's back up,
It might be on for them.
but he might have a knock.
Well, let's see about the cross.
He does have a knock.
He's
And
had to
them
go for
getting
it.
his leg there
Wins the
doesn't
ball.
help that.
Let's get the latest on the injury situation
Although it's nothing serious.
from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
I've got to say, he landed really heavily on his shoulder there and looks like he's in severe pain. But he looks less concerned than the bench, who are worried about him. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff.
Alright, he will stay on, I'm telling you. Pookie's had a shot there, but it's not the best and it's an easy save. But he will stay on for as long as I can keep him on. If it gets any worse, I will bring him off.
I say that because
Banks
there's been a goal
can't get the
in
ball.
footage, Alan.
It's a goal for Fulham. 13 minutes played, 1-0.
Many thanks, Alan.
Fulham have bloody scored again. I think
Others to play it to.
that's a banger of a shot. If that goes in, I'm not even mad, honestly. Pookie is absolutely trying to score past me. Fulham have scored, like I said, like the goal news said. I think they're going to run away with the championship title. And as much as it pains me to say it, I think Stoke are going to get second. We might have to fight it out in the playoffs again. Which is an issue, because I don't want to, in case I actually lose a playoff match. This isn't League One, this is a championship. The teams that are in the playoffs, Norwich,
Teemu Pukki
Nottingham Forest, Brentford,
looking for that
possibly in
final
those
pass,
Leeds
looking for
perhaps,
the goal
West
that
Brom
could
could
put them
sneak
ahead.
in. Those are some big
So put
names.
them into the
A lot of them have been
area
in Premier League before, so have we.
You know, he
but
wishes
not
he could
for
have that header back.
Well, in
about
that
20 years, I think,
position,
now.
you should think he's going to score, but it's
It's a very
really
good
poor
header.
effort
Oh, it's a very good
instead.
cross. The header's not good, is what I should have said. And it's gone over. And we get lucky again. Nobody was on that man to not mark him. Powered it over the bar, I guess, in the end of the day. And if I do concede because of that joke, it'll be because of that joke, and I will fully deserve it. Hennessy gets the short pass. Just pass it nicely to Kakachi. Nice, nice, nice. Van Dam. I think he get closed down here. I can already tell. I'm not going to even try and go through that route. Banks to Sterling when it wasn't intended to be. Back into Banks. On to Van Dam. Can Greenwood make a run through? His knock seems to have disappeared, but that pass back to Van Dam was absolutely awful. I know you're off balance there, Greenwood, but come on. Give it a bit of oomph.
And on the ball, Vrancic. And it's Sam Byram.
Byram might try and take it down the whole right side here. Kakachi just watching the movement. Smart by
Mario
our
Vrancic.
captain.
Just
Except now he's
looking
out of
for the right
position.
moment for that final pass.
Carbonero's back though as well. Carbonero does get tackling, but Byram just
Now he
doesn't
must
care.
favour the cross.
Like, you tackle me, well,
And
fuck
an
you.
invitation
And they've won the
to
header
attack.
again.
He
It's very
couldn't avail
concerning.
himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks
Dribbles
he's in,
behind
just
Vrancic.
wide.
It's just wide as well. Rossi, I don't think he was going to save that. If it had been on target. Concerning scenes here. Again, we might have to just go for the old, we need to get one counter-attack and score kind of strategy. Banks wins the ball though in the air, despite being small. Van Dam spots Carbonero's run, but that's stupid, really. I don't know why you've done that, Carbonero. You stay on the wing there, we're fine. You cut him behind the defender, and obviously the through ball's going to go straight to the defender.
Martin.
Can't be giving the ball away though, like
Derek, the
legit.
visitors dominating possession. It's been really
They're dominating the
impressive.
game, let
They've
alone
really
possession.
had the pressure on. You feel their
It's
play
really
deserves a
concerning.
goal, but will they get one?
'Cause I can't-
They need to just be a little bit better. a little
Can't
bit
have
more
this,
clinical.
really. Pretty much. Sterling blocks. Good bounce straight back, but it's saved.
That's easy peasy for the keeper.
Where are my bounce backs? I never get those. Oh, Carbonero, you've got to be fucking joking.
Alan McInally can tell us more.
Players having a
It's
nightmare.
Second goal for Fulham. 28 minutes played, 2-0.
Thanks as ever for the update.
Pookie just really wants to score, doesn't he?
Cross for themselves based on
It's
the
quite
position
good that
he had taken
Pookie's just
up.
intent on trying to get a
Ball
goal
technique,
here.
wasn't it? Thrashed at it a little bit, went for power.
Instead of playing it to his teammates, plays it into the middle there. Maybe we have a bit more trouble to deal with it, but he goes to the shot at a bad angle and we get away with it. We haven't had a shot yet. In fact, I don't know how much we've had the ball in their actual half. Treble wins it over Banks, but Banks wins the ball back off Vrancic, I'm pretty sure it was. Van Dam. Carbonero. Greenwood. He's getting the fucking way by don't you? Try to get through the Haaland.
And it's Sam Byram. Power.
They're just holding on to possession and passing it around brilliantly, and it is going to be a matter of time, I think, before we get a goal in.
Keeping the ball moving. Opportunity to deliver the cross.
Todibo wins the header, but it's not fully away. In fact, it's not even any part away, to be honest. And they've scored because headers in this game are fucking shit. And of course, it's Pookie that scores it. What is? I can't with this game right now. Nobody's marking the top scorer in the league. That's fucking stupid. Surely the AI has to have some semblance of like, we should maybe mark the striker that's open, but no. I can't blame it all on the fucking game because Norwich, it was coming. It was coming. They were getting the goal. I just need to play a pass that works, play past the right person, not have them shut me down every single time. This is going to stress me out, and I feel like I am going to drop points here, to be completely honest with you, but I can't. I just can't afford to, really. Maybe putting Beaton in the midfield over Banks might have been a better idea, I don't know. Look how many players have got on me, closing me down. I can't break through.
It's a third goal.
Van Dam. Got nobody to go to because there's about 3 people on him. Greenwood needs to turn to a shot here, and it's blocked, but there's, I think, 2 or 3 Norwich players, every opportunity, managed to just converge on my player with the ball. And it's crazy how much they're just getting the ball so quickly. I can't do that with my players. I try and do that. They just get outplayed in the right position, and it just fucks us a little bit, to be honest. Banks. Flush at the target. I love when someone's really near the ball and it marks or switch it to another guy.
Apologies for that. To clarify, Fulham have scored in that game.
Greenwood.
Surely the equaliser.
Please, for the love of God, put it in the back of the damn net. What a save from Krul. We're getting a bit more into this game now, and that's what I need. I can't afford to go 2-0 down, otherwise it is over. Which means I need to intercept and not lose the ball straight away.
Tom Tribul. Martin.
Oh, Treble. I thought it was Tribal. Minimum of 10 touches before you actually get to take a shot because you fucking have Norwich just bloody passing it all the time. It's like playing against a championship version of bloody Barcelona right now. Good save by Rossi, to be fair. But I can't get the ball off these cunts. It's literally impossible. I had a couple of chances, but those were on like counter-attacks. More than anything. Rossi, please come out for that and at least... What are you doing? You fucking Italian idiot. Punch it the other way so we can maybe get an attack before half-time. Now we're just going to have to try and hold on for the 1-0 loss going into the break. If they score here, I'm slightly peeved. In fact, I'm very peeved. Just clear it. Just clear it. Can we go? No, of course we can't. Half-time, 1-0 to Norwich. Deserved. I can't say it's not deserved. I'm just saying I need it not to happen, really. And of course it is Timo Pukki who puts it past us. He's had 5 attempts. This prick. He's just insane. Why didn't I sign him? Said Greenwood and Howell and all the young strikers with potential. I should have got an experienced one like Pookie. He could just put all the goals away for me. Oh, there's chances we could have had and chances we didn't take. Cyclical around the grounds. Fulham are destroying Sunderland, for lack of a better word. I don't know. I need to bring it back in the second half. Like I said, we have had chances, we've just not been able to put them away. Towards the end of the second half, though, we did get slightly better, in my opinion, although they're still raining shots down on us and holding possession like Barcelona. Look at this. Fucking hell, I can't play against this. I can't win the ball off them.
An awful lot of green space to run into.
Blushik tracking back very nicely. And Banks. Okay, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to try and stay calm.
And on the ball, Vrancic. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward.
Todibo comes across, they're wasting too much time on the ball.
And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack.
They would look pretty good for the counter-attack if they didn't just have me in their pockets. Like I said, we're playing against Sunderland. Next time we're travelling to Stadium of Light.
It's Bradford City versus Sunderland.
Yeah, the fixtures come in thick.
It's got to be.
Please be safe, thank you.
Keeper there to make sure nothing untoward happens.
To Van Dam with the roll, which is very risky, but it works.
Must be really angry with the forwards. They've created so much today, but they've not finished them off.
Greenwood.
Their finishing has been really
Can you throw it to Haaland?
today.
Not the way I intended, really, but now they've got everyone back. But Van Dam with the equaliser. Oh, absolutely nowhere. Noah Van Dam. I bloody love this guy. Banks may be the better, or he's a better player now, and he's going to be better in the future. But Van Dam has put in so many contributions to me this season since I started starting him, and it's insane. He makes more runs through some of my strikers.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was
And
scored.
possibly out of nowhere, Krul maybe could have done a bit better with the save, but it's 1-1. And we may have found a route back in here. Grabara and Theo Johnson obviously applauding. And Van Dam, I don't know if he's hit double figures. He's hit double figures for goals. He's been playing centre mid the majority of the damn season. He's got the same amount
So,
as
a
bloody
level
Loschek.
contest, 1-1.
Only 3 or 4 off Greenwood as well.
News of a goal in the
He has
full
been
advance. Let's hear about
a
it
very.
from
I'm
Alan
so
Benelli.
glad I put him in. If I hadn't put him in, I'm just thinking how many games would have lost, because he's got some game-winning goals for me in a couple of matches, not just one. And he's equalised it for us here. And it's Norwich. Banks
Never dull in the
keeps the ball, to be fair,
One
but
action
does
coming up for
get the
you
ball taken off him for a
on
brief
EA
period of
TV.
time there.
It's Norwich City taking on Hull City.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup.
But I
doesn't
think
it?
I've realised that
Looking forward
Banks
to
doesn't
some
work well in centre
fast-flowing
mid.
football there.
Oh yeah, they know I'm back healing. That's a Greenwood. How'd they read that then? Hennessy. Van Dam.
Tremendous
Please.
intuition
I've just been
to win
praising
it
you,
back.
lad. Can you just get to the ball a bit quicker?
Half an hour remaining then.
30 minutes to try and grab a winner here.
And possession lost, intercepted.
Haaland.
Excellent
Greenwood.
vision. On and on he goes.
Back into the Norwegian.
Surely.
And it's 2-1. We've turned this game completely on its head. You couldn't fucking write it. We don't deserve to be winning, but we are. And that's fine. You won't hear me complaining.
Oh, we can take another look at this.
Well, I
There's
just
nothing
did,
much the keeper
but
can
you won't
do.
hear me
Close
complaining.
range finish, really good
Oh,
play,
it's turned
and he
completely
doesn't miss
around
from
here. Van Dam
Slightly
getting the
different
equaliser
vantage
from a
point in
Greenwood
terms of the goal
assist.
that was scored.
And Haaland taking the lead as well from a Greenwood assist. Greenwood's just been the contributor more this season than the scorer, and as long as he's involved somewhere, Greenwood's getting game time and playing well, growing very well as a player. I don't care what he's doing as long as he's there. And Greenwood's got a lot of space to grow. I believe he's only 76 or 77 rated. His potential is 87, and with dynamic potential in this game, that could easily rise. That could easily increase more, possibly to a 90. I'm not fully aware of how dynamic potential works. I'm pretty sure if they're in good form and if they're very happy, it goes up. I think. I have to read more on it, but we've taken the lead against Norwich here. I shouldn't get too happy here because they could equalise in an instant, but Rossi comes across and grabs. And Rossi has been okay today. The goal from Pookie, I don't think he'd really have much chance to stop him, but I need him for the last 22 minutes here to be absolutely incredible. Hennessy with a very good tackle there to stop the Norwich man. I don't know, could we make it 3? Just try and get a cushion here. I don't think so, but a man can dream, can't he? If we can't get it 3-1, at least keep it 2-1 and give us the 3 points. 2 tough games here against 2 tough playoff rivals. Promotion rivals, I should call them now, actually, because we're fighting for promotion. We're not fighting for playoffs. Banks keeps the ball under pressure. Van Dam. Greenwood. I'd Haaland to go. He doesn't. I was playing that pass off from Greenwood Haaland with the full trust in Haaland to actually make a run through. But he didn't. And it might backfire on us.
Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass.
Kache coming across. Why is Carbonero that far back? What?
And will it be the leveler?
It could have been a leveler there, but Hennessy, I don't know if he put him off or what. I think it was just a good save. I don't know what that noise was either. But anyway, we're going to make a quick substitution. I think we need a bit more experience. Banks had the best game in centre mid, but that's because he's not centre mid by trade. We don't have Beaton on the bench. Put Brady on. I really want Beaton. I said experience because I was going to bring Beaton on, but we'll give Brady a little bit of game time instead. He needs it really. I just feel like we need someone who can play a centre mid to try and hold that line. But I've learnt one thing: Andrew Banks, as good as he is, I guess he's had the decent game. He's got some tackles in, got some passes off, but he's better out on the sidelines, better out on the wing.
And over comes the corner. Was an important piece of defending.
Now, with all logic, Haaland should have been that header because of his height, but he doesn't. Van Dam tries to bring it away, but he doesn't. That could have been a disaster.
Martin.
And it still could be. I'm defending with my striker. Hennessy, of all people, heads it a bloody way. Greenwood, onto Brady. To Haaland. Sterling.
Greenwood.
It could go through to Haaland from Greenwood here. He's going to get tackled, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's not. It's chipped in. Oh, Greenwood run too far. Cunt. I'm not going to lie. I was fully expected to get tackled there. I didn't think I was going to ride that tackle and get through. And I probably should have maybe had a bit more confidence in myself, but I didn't. And then Greenwood just ran too far. There's a step too far. And that's not good. Oh, it's going to be a little foul there. Van Dam, a little nudge on the Norwich player. Another thing I think I've learned is Hlošek works better at striker than right mid, because I haven't seen Hlošek involved much in this game. Header from number 13, I can't read it. Akpaguna. Akpaguma. Whoever it is, he's headed it wide, alright? Stop getting all at me. And the Bradford City fans in full song. And can we hold the Canaries off for just 5 more minutes? Plus injury time. Cabanero tries to win it back. Does, but then loses it again. Which under pressure you can't really get mad at too much. Here we go. Barcelona style passing to Debo. Cuts it off. Brady can't get the pass off. Hennessy gets away from Pukki, which is important that we have someone that man marks Pukki. We've needed that for the whole game, but especially for the last 5 minutes. Haaland. Oh, that's a very good tackle. I thought I could maybe get through. That's that. On that case, I thought I could maybe get round it, but couldn't. 3 minutes for Norwich to perhaps grab a very late equaliser here after being in the lead the entire first half at least. Anyway. I wanted Haaland to, again, Haaland needs to run through in those situations, lad. Just keep possession, just keep the possession. Or at least don't give him enough time to counter. Oh, thank God! What could have been a very frustrating episode, was obviously a frustrating episode, but I could have been angry by the end of this game. But in the end, Pukki's goal counter absolutely fuck all, except another goal on the goal scoring leaderboards where he adds his 26th to a very good season. But at the end, Van Dam with the equaliser and Haaland with the winner. And we held on to get a victory over the Canaries. And I'm wondering, I know we're going to get a question anyway in the press conference, but I'm wondering, how far can we go with this winning run? That was a bit of a voice crack, I'm not going to lie. I just remember I saw the replay just there. We got a goal in the first half as well, but it was offside. So early Brett Haaland looks like he's been given man of the match, but full credit to Greenwood as well. He only got credit for 1 assist. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was. Wait, I'm confused. Haaland assisted Van Dam? I thought Greenwood assisted both goals. If Haaland assisted Van Dam, I apologise and I'm an idiot. But 8.9 for Haaland, man of the match performance from him. Van Dam and Greenwood definitely putting their weight in as well. Van Dam with a goal, Greenwood with a goal, Greenwood with an assist, Haaland with 1 of each, which is probably why he's got man of the match. Everyone else, not the best of days, but we held on enough to win the match. Pair best player, it looks like it was no, it was Power on the bench. He got substituted off with an 8. Pukki also tying him for an 8 as well, the goal scorer for Norwich. And again, it's one of those games where I don't know if we deserve to win, although we were very much more accurate with our shots. 5 shots for us, 13 for them. We had 4 on target, they had 5 on target. They had more possession, which you'll see a lot of time in every game when we're playing. So it's just in that midfield spot. They pass it around more than we do, really. Tackles go to them as well. Fouls go to us. We've got more fouls. One little knock from Van Damme, give him a free kick. Fulham absolutely smashed Sunderland. I think I could say the championship title is gone. May have to just try for a second.
Just a quick couple of questions.
But we will get a press conference here. It's another big win. Oh my god, I knew we'd get this question. Pick us to pass 9 games now, we've unbeaten 4. Are we confident to keep the streak rolling? Not obsessed. Just obsessed with getting promotion. Our one obsession is getting to the Premier League. Alright, so stop asking this damn question. You managed to win a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. Didn't make the difference in today's game. We turned our game on in the second half. No, we shouldn't have put the game beyond doubt. We weren't the better team, so I guess I have to go with this one. We have full value for the win today. I'm not really interested in dissecting today's performance. We already our sides on our next match against Sunderland. And if I somehow lose, I think I'm going to cry. You got your rematch against Norwich City. How did you prepare for this match? You can't defeat Bradford City twice. Norwich City managed to win against us once, but I didn't expect it to happen twice. So far this season, I don't want to jinx it.
No further questions. Thanks so much.
I don't think anyone's done the double over us. Conte's come to us here with a little bit of a complaint. Real disappointed not being involved in the team. I know I'm not one of the top players, so can I get a spell away on loan somewhere? You do need playtime, so yeah, I can't guarantee you get a chance now, but you have a future in this squad. I will start him for the Sunderland game, because I feel like I can afford to, and also I have to, because Kakachi's away on international duty anyway. So, you will get a game. Who's our most valuable player? 28 point... I don't want to sell a Hloshek, but if I get a good profit from like that. Also, Banks. Banks is 10 million. That's quite mad. Van Damme's only 4.2 billion. That's insanity. Some of the values in this game are way off. I'll give some more training to Banks, obviously. I've got to give some to Ed Brown, really, haven't I? He's 18 and I need him to grow. He might not actually start a game at this club, but if I grow him back and get a good bit of money for him. I didn't expect him to get a lot of games when he came here. We've got too many players in certain positions, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Can I get anything with young Claire Todibo? Or I'm just going to let him grow in that. In fact, you know what? We'll give him that. He'll get some of his, if he gets a good result, get some of his defensive stats up a little bit. He does get an A, so that works well. In games now, he'll get a bit better as well. Banks progressing through 74. Brown not with the best results, getting 65. I'm going to probably have to loan him out next season. There's going to be quite a lot of players we have to loan out, but I don't want to have it so there's not enough squad depth. Loan offer for Conte. SC Braga have shown interest in taking Francesco Conte on a 1-year loan deal. You can find the details in your folder along with some comments from me. Keep in mind they are currently outside the transfer window. Yeah, pretty much they want to loan him next season. I'll accept a loan, I just don't want him getting transferred away. Because I do see him as a future fullback. 2.8 for... I don't know when that was offered, but look at his value now. McCartan, we've accepted a transfer for him. I've just remembered that. He's going to be going at the end of the season. We have to give him a send-off game. We're giving a deal for Conte. It's actually good for us to keep up here, because I don't actually remember. We got a 16.9 million, and I rejected it. Oh no, I think I accepted it. I think I counted for maybe 20 million, and they came back with that. Yeah, it says negotiations with Galatasaray are broken down, so they must have just not been able to get a deal with Carbonero, which, I'm going to be honest, I'm glad about. I don't know what I was thinking in January, but I'm glad I didn't get rid of Carbonero. What we're seeing here, another loan offer for Conte. I think the board have added him to the loan list just because he's requested one, and that's fine. But I thought he would have been okay with being the backup, to be honest. He is going to be playing against Sunderland regardless. Actually, now he's got an unhappy morale. I don't know if it's a good idea. I need the good player there. His stats have gone quite a bit down with his unhappy morale. Maybe it's a difficult one. Maybe I'd put Virtus in there or Ed Brown. I'm going to have to play Conte there. He's got a bit more pace. He's did it better than the other ones as well. I just wish he hadn't asked for it because I thought he knew he'd be a rotation player, at least for now. At least till Kakachi reaches potential and maybe sell Kakachi on in the future. How is Todibo only worth 10.5 million? I'm so confused how valuation works in this game. But anyway, that's going to end another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. We just got a win against Norwich. We've broken a bit away from Nottingham Forest and West Brom and the chasing pack there, because I think Forest lost again? Where did Forest lose again? Forest lost to Reading? Reading are in 20th. I shouldn't be mad, I should be happy, but I'm confused. But now, the problem is here, and I think you've realised it, guys. Stoke and Fulham just keep on winning. They're a game ahead of us, we've got a game in hand. But we're still quite a bit off the pace. We need to keep winning if we're going to keep up. I don't know how long our squad can do that. Well, where was the last match for Stoke? Preston North End, they won 3-1. And Brentford won their game against Barnsley. We need to win against Sunderland, which I'm fairly confident in doing. But then we've got our last game against Sheffield, which should be fine as well. But the one I'm worried about, and I'm just going to quickly show you guys actually. The one I'm worried about. Wait, that's not Brentford? Where's Brentford? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm such a dumbass. They're kind of close. Brentford's not till the second to last day of the season. Which makes it even more interesting where we're going to be at that point. But how am I so dumb? I must have had like a passing glance or something. Because that's Bristol. Alright, so I'm gonna evaluate the games quickly to end off this episode. Should win. May struggle with, because Luton are actually kind of decent, but should win. Swansea may be a struggle, but I hope we can get 3 points in there. Should win. Hull could be difficult. I don't know. Probably a win. Brentford, I don't want to comment. I think out of the last, is it 9 games they've got? Besides Brentford, they should be all wins. Should be. But this is me playing a game. The controller is in my hands. So that doesn't mean anything's for definite, really. But, like I said, we should be winning 8 of our last 9 games. The only stumbling block, really, is the team that's just above us, Brentford. If we beat Sunderland, which, God forbid if we don't, I'll be confused. But if we beat Sunderland, we will go 1 point in touching distance of Brentford off our game in hand. 5 points away from Stoke. And if Stoke and Fulham, well, I think Fulham are going to win the title. If Stoke and Brentford drop a few points there, we may actually be able to sneak second. I think it's going to be, I don't want to admit it too early because there's still quite a bit of time left, but I think we're going to have to probably fight for another promotion through the playoffs. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode once again, like I said, and I'll see you very, very soon when we take on Sunderland at the Stadium of Light.